Good morning everybody, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the Klymit Insulated Static V sleeping pad. So I've had this pad for at least 6 months now, and I wanted a new good quality winter sleeping pad. We are in the summer now, but I have been using it throughout the winter months, and I wanted to try and get something for under £100. Didn't want the cheapest, but wanted to spend within my means and didn't really want to blow my money on something mega expensive. So had a look around, discovered the Klymit brand. A friend of mine had already used one, so had a good recommendation from her. I picked this up for around £80. I'll put the price up on the screen. So let's get it out, have a look at it and talk through the specifications. So the valve is quite handy because it flips from inflate, flip it over for deflate, so you can control the air going in and the air coming out quite easily, and also the air won't escape when you need to inflate the mat quite quickly. So I managed to get that inflated in around 30 puffs. Some of you might be able to do that quicker than me. So the V-shaped air pockets really speed up the inflation process. And the way that the air pockets are positioned on the mat really affect how comfortable the mat is, the flow of air around your body, and also the insulation, hence the name, the Insulated Static V. This is a very comfortable mat. I am a bit of a mixture of a side sleeper and sleeping on my back. I tend to move around quite a bit, so it suits someone like me really, really well. If you are a side sleeper, I'd really recommend this mat. Another feature of this mat is that the way that it's designed, going back to the V-shaped air pockets, enables you to stay centre on the mat, because some of the problems I've had with mats in the past is rolling off of them. That's why I never really got on with a Thermarest mat, because I kept rolling off of it in the night. So this is really comfortable and you don't feel like you are going to roll off of the mat. I'll put the measurements up on the screen so it gives you an idea of dimensions. I am around 5'8" tall, so this is the regular mat that I purchased for myself. There is a larger mat that you can get, I think it's a little bit longer and a little bit wider if you require a little bit more space. As you saw at the beginning of the video, this sleeping pad comes in a little stuff sack here, little orange stuff sack. And what else comes with it? Well, on the inside, there's a little pocket kind of sewn into the inside, and you've got a little patch just as a quick repair for any punctures that you might experience. Some of you might like to use gaffer tape instead. I don't know what your preference is. Always good, as you know, to squeeze as much of the air out of the mat as you can before you put it back into the stuff sack. Now, you could use this at any time of the year. It might be a bit hot in the summer, but it is going to be, I mean, it packs down fairly small, as you can see, but it isn't going to be as compact as some of those more lighter weight sleeping mats that you might use in the spring and the summer. But even so, I think that's pretty good. And as I said, I've used it on a few winter camps. I stuff it right down the bottom of my rucksack. I've managed to get all my other equipment inside it. So I think that's a pretty good size for an insulated, good quality winter sleeping pad. So just a few final points on this sleeping mat. Those of you that are interested in R values, and if you don't know, the R value defines how warm the mat is and the kind of conditions that you could take it out in. So this has an R value of 4.4. Another thing to bear in mind is the design. You just get a sense it's really well designed and a lot of thought and science has gone into the design of this mat. It says on the front here, inflates in 10 to 15 breaths. I did it in double that, in about 30 breaths, but I don't have the greatest of lungs, so I'm sure many of you would be able to inflate that a lot quicker than I could. So 30 breaths for Londoner outdoors on a bad day, 10 to 15 breaths maybe on a good day. I don't really have many cons in terms of this sleeping bag. It gets my thumbs up. I really like it. I don't have any areas for improvement, to be honest with you. I'd be interested in trying out the larger one perhaps, just to see what that's like for comparison. My understanding is that the larger version of this isn't a lot bigger when it's rolled up, so that might be something to consider if you're kind of weighing it up which one to get. So thanks very much everybody. That's the Klymit Insulated Static V. I hope that's been helpful. If it has, please can I ask you to give this video a thumbs up. If you've got one of these, do get in the comments, let me know what your thoughts are. Take care, thanks very much, and I'll see you soon.